Ladies and gentlemen, it's RedGamingTech.com video. We're going to be taking a look at the deals available on the 18th of December 2012. There's a few really good ones actually on GoG.com, also known as Good Old Games. You've got the Defend and Conquer bundle, which is available for about another 21 hours or so. I'm a bit slow on this one because, unfortunately, just come back from work, so I couldn't post it up as quickly as possible as I wanted to. Anyway, save 75% if you purchased all of the games in the bundle, which works out to be 7 games for about $17.50, a few pennies more than that. You get Defender's Quest, Anomaly, Warzone Earth, Uplink, Hacker Elite, Defcon, Darwina, Multiwiener, and Space Chem. I've heard of a few of these titles, and for the most part I've heard they're reasonable. However, I haven't played the games personally, so I can't really comment on their quality. However, I have heard that titles like Anomaly, Warzone Earth do score quite favourably, and indeed it launched just before RGT kind of went live. As I said, from what I've heard from many different sources, this game in particular is good, but I'm not going to comment because I've not personally played it. However, moving on, the game is Gate. There's some good deals on Gamers Gate, actually. The first one that immediately springs to mind is Rage. It's available here for £3.24. I don't know why that exact price, but there you have it. In honesty, I've mentioned before, Rage is a good game. It has a few issues, particularly when it was first released. But honestly, I think now it's served its time. There's also just been a piece of DLC released for it as well. The PC version does look quite nice. It doesn't look quite as good as it could have. Foliage in particular looks a bit 2D-ish in some locations, but overall, it's a pretty good looking game. The Last Remnant is also here. It's a Japanese RPG affair. I've heard from a few friends it's not as good as what it was supposed to be, but for £2.50 it could be worth it. There's not exactly a crap ton of Japanese RPGs available for the PC. I mean, there's a few obviously, but not as many as there are on consoles, so you might want to pick it up. As I said, for £2.50 it's a pretty good price, and could be just about worth the price of admission. You've also got Assassin's Creed Revelations for £8, which is not the greatest deal you're ever going to see in your life. It's certainly not awful, but, well, come on now, I think we've both seen slightly better than that by now. On Get Games Go, which is basically a CD key site, it's fine though. You do actually have a really good deal at the moment. You actually, believe it or not, have Spec Ops The Line for £5. I repeat, £5 Great British pounds for Spec Ops The Line, which is a fantastic game. It's actually 75% off the recommended retail price. I'd actually really recommend you pick that one up. It's a good game. It's also got a small discount for Far Cry 3. It's not really worth the price of admission. I'd actually recommend you wait a little bit on it. And it's got a few other titles as well, like Hitman, $23.99. In honesty, I've seen it cheaper. If you're in the UK, you can actually pick that up a little bit cheaper on shop2.net. I think it's about $18. And I believe that for residents of the US, there are a couple of sites, including Amazon, that do that game for dirt cheap. So do check that out. While I'm on dirt cheap, because I'm a very nice man, I've also found out that you can get Max Payne free, which is obviously a very popular and very good, might I add, game, from Gamefly.co.uk. Gamefly also used to be known as Direct2Drive, so you guys know that it's a relatively reputable site. And believe it or not, you can get it for just about £8.75, which is an insanely good price. It's a really good price. You've also got Football Manager 2013, not my cup of coffee, for £30. And if you happen to like the Grand Theft Autos, you can get San Andreas for £2.50 and the original GTA free for £1.49. You've also got some other titles on there like Batman Arkham City, Game of the Year edition for £8. In honesty, I've seen it cheaper on Steam. I don't know why I said it like that. I have no idea. So you might want to wait on that. You've also got a few other titles that aren't terrible deals, but in honesty, you'll probably see them around cheaper other places. Whether you're going to want to pick it up or not, personally, I'd be somewhat tempted to wait on it. Speaking of deals, there's actually a reasonable-ish deal going on right now on Steam. You've got the Spellforce Complete Edition. Speaking of special offers, you've got Stronghold Free Gold on Steam, which is available for 75% off or £5.75. You can also buy the complete pack, which, well, is the entire collection with all the bits and the bobs, for 75% off again or £7.50. I believe we've covered Stronghold Free on RGT, so you might want to check that out. I believe it was actually one of the earlier games we did on it. If you're a resident of the United Kingdom, and if so, God help you, there's actually a pretty good deal at the moment on shop2.net if you're interested in buying a PS3. You've got a PS3 500GB, super slim. I don't think it comes with any games, he says as he checks, but it does come for only £180. So if your PS3 is balked, or if your PS3 is missing, in other words you don't own one, it could be a good way to pick one up. As I said, it's only 180, so that saves you 28% actually off the original title. The original price. The original price is £250, so that's a pretty good deal. It's basically what it comes down to. So yeah. Anyway, this is about it for today's roundup of fun and happy games. There's probably going to be a bunch of other crap in the next couple of days, as I've mentioned. So yeah, definitely keep checking out the videos. It's also worth noting, by the way, on shop2.net that there are some Wii U games for starting from $32.86. Not the greatest deal in the history of man, without question. But hey, it's better than what it could have been, right? And you've also got Dishonored there and a few other titles for quite cheap. Oh, and before I forget, if you happen to be interested in... What would you be interested in? World of Warcraft, and you happen to have an old account, Blizzard are doing a Mists of Pandaria for a substantial discount. That's if you happen to buy it through their Battle.net. It's a substantial discount. I happen to have checked this out myself. I have... what do I have? I have Cataclysm, but I haven't upgraded because my account is currently inactive, and it's definitely there. As far as I could tell, it's available for everyone, and I've also seen pretty much tons of deals on it at the moment from Battle.net. If you happen to have an account that is not upgraded to Cataclysm, you can get a substantial discount. I don't remember the exact amount, but I believe it's about 50% off. And you can also pick up the original title in various locations, including if you live in the UK, you can pick up World of Warcraft in physical stores, including Game, for about £5. The original now includes World of Warcraft, Cataclysm, The Burning Crusade, and Wrath of the Lich King. It might not include Cataclysm, actually, coming to think of it. I don't think it does, but I believe you can get Cata as well for really cheap. So it could be good if you're either looking for a second account to do, say, farming or alts, or if you're just looking to get a friend into it, or you want to do multi-botting or whatever. Anyway, I will see you guys around soon. Take care of yourselves, and bye for now.